Continuing the previous lecture, I was talking about null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Accepting the null hypothesis or alternative hypothesis is based on the test, namely z-test and t-test. Z-test is used when the population size, that means the sample whatever you are taking, if it is greater than or equal to 30. This t-test is used when n is less than, that is sample size is less than 30. Now when the sample is taken, we treat that as a normal probability distribution, and therefore we can use the substitution z is equal to mu x bar minus mu divided by standard deviation x bar. Note the point very clearly here. The z is equal to mu x bar. Mu x bar means it is the sample mean minus mu. Mu means population mean. Standard deviation of x bar means it is sample standard deviation. If z lies in the interval, now here it is shown in the figure, in this table, there are two types of tests, namely one-tail test and two-tail test. For two-tail test, the interval is minus 1.96 and to 1 plus 1.96 at 5% level of significance. At 1% level for two-tail test, the interval is minus 2.58 to plus 2.58. For one-tail test, the interval is minus 1.645 or plus 1.645. For 1% level, it is minus 2.33 to plus 2.333. So you can conclude in a very simple way like this: if z lies in an interval, always you are accepting the null hypothesis. If z is outside the interval, if z goes outside this interval, you are accepting the alternative hypothesis. Suppose if z goes outside minus 1.96 to plus 1.96, then we say that we are accepting the alternative hypothesis at 5% level. Suppose if z goes outside minus 2.5 to plus 2.5, then we say that at 1% level I am accepting the alternative hypothesis. Suppose if z lies inside the interval minus 1.96 to plus 1.96, it means I am accepting the null hypothesis at 5% level. Now let us go to tests of significance of a sample mean. By experience, let us take an example. By experience, the mean breaking strength of the thread is given to be 275.6 grams. This is the company claim. So that means this is the population claim. So therefore mu is equal to 275.66 grams, 275.6 grams. Also he says the standard deviation is 39.7 grams. Now the engineer wants to test that. So therefore he takes a sample of 36 pieces. And he observes that the mean breaking strength is 253.2 grams. That is less than this 275.6 grams. So therefore here sample mean is 253.2 grams. Now what I want to prove is that the mean breaking strength is less than 275.6 grams. I mean, I am having a doubt that the mean breaking strength, it may not be greater than or equal to 275.6 grams. It is less than 275.6 grams. So therefore the alternative hypothesis I propose is mu, that is mean breaking strength, is less than 275.6 grams. The null hypothesis I am proposing is it is greater than or equal to 275.6 grams. Now let us use, so see, whenever this inequality alternative hypothesis less than is coming, so therefore you are using one-tail test. Now use the, now what is the sample size? 36 pieces. It is greater than or equal to 30. So therefore you have to make use of z-test. What is the z-test? Z is equal to mu x bar minus mu by standard deviation by root n. Now mu x bar means what? Sample mean. What is the sample mean given? 253.2 grams. I have written minus mu. Mu means what? Population means. Population means what? Company claim. Company claim 275.6 grams. So therefore mu is equal to population mean. I have substituted 275.6 grams. Standard deviation, it is given to be 39.7. Substitute 39.7 divided by square root of n. What is n? Sample number, sample size, that is 36. when you find this, you are getting z is equal to minus 3.38. I am using one tile test because observe the alternative hypothesis. Selecting the test depends on alternative hypothesis. Suppose in the alternative hypothesis, mu is not equal to 275.6. Suppose if it is given in the alternative hypothesis, mu is not equal to 275.6, then mu may be greater than 275.6 or mu may be less than 275.6. Then in that case, both sides are there. Therefore, two-side test I have to make use. But what is given in this alternative hypothesis? It is less than 275.6. So therefore, I have to make use of one-tile test. Now observe the point, z is equal to minus 3.38. Now I have shown you one-tile test. Minus 3.38, it is neither in this interval. Even it is not inside the interval of 1% level, or even it is not inside the interval of 5% level. So therefore, it is outside the interval here. It is outside the interval by one-tile test. It is outside the interval means what? Always I reject the null hypothesis and I accept the alternate hypothesis. I repeat once again, when the z value is outside the interval by the concerned test. What is the test I have used? One-tile test. Since z is outside the interval, I have to say that null hypothesis is rejected, alternative hypothesis is accepted. Alternative hypothesis accepted means what? Mu is less than 275.6 grams. Now let us go for second example. Second example, company statement is that 95% of the equipment supplied are okay. According to the specification they are supplied. Now, the sample 200 is taken, 18 of them are not okay, that is 182 are okay. That is 182, x is equal to 182, there it is success. Mu is not given directly, 0.95 are okay per 100. So therefore for 200, mu is equal to 200 into 0.95, that is 190. So remember, now what is given? Company claim is that 95% of the equipment are okay, means the population mean is 200 into 0.95, that is 190. I doubt that out of 100, I am doubting when I take the sample. What is the sample size I have taken? 200, okay. When I take the sample, I doubt that 95 mission suppliers are not okay. Less than 95 are okay. So therefore, less than 95 may be okay. So therefore, the alternative hypothesis is less than 95. Null hypothesis is greater than or equal to 95. Therefore, z is equal to x minus np by standard deviation of n into p into q. Now, I have already told you, np, this is estimated. This is estimated. What is x? X is observed fact. What is the observed fact? When I take the sample 200, 18 of them are not okay. That means out of 200, 18 are not okay, means 182 are okay. So therefore x is equal to 182. X is equal to 182 I have taken. NP means what? You are estimating. How you are estimating? Mu is equal to NP. Observe, mu is equal to NP. What is N? 200. 90. P means success. What is the success? He has told 95% are okay. So therefore 200 into 0.95, that is 190. So therefore NP is 190, N is 200, P is 0.95, Q is therefore 0.95 minus 95% minus 100% of 5%, that is 0.0. If you take this value, you are getting minus 2.6. Observe the alternative hypothesis. What is the alternative hypothesis? Alternative hypothesis less than 95. So therefore less than 95 means left side. That means left side test. Only left side means one tile test I have to make use. If I make use of the one tile test, z is in the left one tile test, what you observe is the limit is minus 1.645, minus 2.6 is outside minus 1.645. This is for I think 5% level. For 1% level it is minus 2.33, but minus 2.6 is outside minus 2.33. So totally this z is outside this interval. So therefore this claim 95% of the H0 null hypothesis is rejected and alternative hypothesis is accepted. Alternative hypothesis See, observe, it is outside the interval. When it is outside the interval, please remember, when it is outside the interval, we are not considering the null hypothesis. Always we consider the alternative hypothesis. Let us